Hello and a warm welcome to Conny Decorates, and of course it's all done with heart. It's the weekend. I have to head to work soon, and Micha was so sweet, got up with me, and together we quickly came up with an upcycling idea using this, well, let's call it iron rod. It's a lantern that was actually already broken, and we just quickly spruced it up, dear ones. And if you want to know how such a simple way to spruce up or upcycle something works, stay tuned, because we're going to show you now. And these are the things we'll need today to give our rusty rod a makeover. So let's get started. We have quite a few succulents here, both small and large. I also had 2 pots with this beautiful phoenix herb. It's just too pretty to waste. They also need to be, I just noticed I actually have 3, so they all need to be planted as well. Then I have some burlap, an old potato sack. Just now I grabbed this wire basket from the shed. I'd really like to include that in the decoration as well. And what we also still have in the online shop is this great string of lights. I think that's really great too. And I have a few garbage bags. I've dried a bit of moss that's over here on the side. And this is the rod. Micha can show it to you. I've stuck it in the back here. There used to be a lantern there, but it froze and broke. I just took it out now. And I'd like to put this rod back in the garden, but spruce it up a bit, plant something on it and decorate it. You should check, maybe also have some plastic wrap or a small sandwich bag. So now I'm going to, because it can't be too heavy, you still have a little quail egg there. It has to be relatively light so it doesn't become unstable. And now I'm going to put a bit of moss into my bag and arrange it so that I have a good base for my plants. You can also add a bit of soil. And I actually have some soil down here. So I think I'll put a little bit of soil in the middle of the moss now. This beautiful phoenix herb, I want to plant it here as well and include it in the decoration. And now I'm going to place it here in the moss as well, making sure there's enough soil. Very carefully, of course. Now we have a really nice base here. As I said, it's a bit too much bag. So first I'm going to trim a bit off and go around it with the scissors. Now I carefully take my plant here, gently gathering and squeezing its foliage together a little, ensuring it's compact and manageable. Then I take my chosen burlap fabric, a sturdy, natural material. Perhaps you have other suitable fabrics like jute or even a soft cloth hand. Begin to meticulously tie it up at the very top, creating a secure bundle. Let me just reach for and grab my burlap ribbon, a long flexible strip of the same natural material. And now I will carefully and precisely tie it up with this, making sure it is firmly fastened and holds everything in place. Now with great care and precision, I take my sharp crafting scissors and very meticulously make a small, neat hole right here, precisely in this spot. This is a crucial step because I also intend to incorporate and arrange a few small, vibrant succulents into my overall botanical arrangement, much like the beautiful display I created in the previous video. It's important to carefully check the dimensions here, specifically observe and determine the exact size of your individual succulent plant to ensure it fits perfectly into the prepared opening. Then make a hole here, open it up a bit and press the succulent in. I got myself a really useful little pattern clip and I can simply stick it in right down here, and then you can very carefully press it in here and it holds wonderfully and securely in place. Yes, that's perfect. Now I carefully go in with my sharp scissors at the very bottom, precisely in the middle, and meticulously make another distinct hole. I specifically want to gently push the sturdy stick through this newly created opening here. Additionally, it's a good idea to also make several other drainage holes at the bottom of the container anyway, just in case there's any significant risk of waterlogging or excessive moisture accumulation, which could potentially harm the plant's roots. Now I'll take my planting here, and this stick is relatively thick. Just take a look at what kind you have. This one is also a bit crooked. Let me just check real quick. And now I'm going to carefully push it through the side of the plant so I don't damage anything through my planting. There, now I'm pushing it through. That worked wonderfully. So at whatever height you want it to be, and I think I'll go with this height. Of course, later on it will sit nicely in the soil. Now I'll just hold this in place for a moment. Of course, you can use any kind of ribbon you have, but I actually want to decorate with this string of lights here, and that's a great base for securing it. I'm taking the string of lights and tying it underneath this little bag. I've changed the plans. I've now taken out the creeping Jenny again. I didn't really like it. It looked, well, it was too cramped and it's too delicate. But this succulent, I just swapped out the pot and I think it fits much better now. And I'm also going to put a bit of jute fabric up here in the little crown, and I still have a large succulent which I'll gently and carefully press into the upper area here as well. And of course you can also use moss, and I still have this basket. I'd also like to attach it here as well. Now I'll take the stick, just place it in here, and you can easily push it up here. I'll ask Micha to hold the stick for a moment so I can secure the basket here. I've just secured it here with the jute ribbon. It's super tight, it holds perfectly, and I've simply placed the rest of the jute fabric inside. Let me check again. I still have quite a bit of dry moss here, and I'll add that in as well. So I've put in the rest of the moss I had. I just twisted the string lights around a bit more and went all the way to the top. Then later you can simply hide your compartment here. I just quickly turn on the timaroo, hide it. You can also lay it in some burlap and then just place it in the basket like this. And now I'll just carefully place all the remaining succulent plants I currently have into this decorative basket as well. And with that, after a comprehensive and diligent effort encompassing all the necessary stages and considerations, we have successfully reached the culmination of our endeavors. Every aspect has been meticulously addressed, every objective fulfilled, and the entire undertaking has been brought to a thorough and satisfying conclusion. We can now confidently affirm that our work here is officially complete, signifying the successful attainment of our goals and the finalization of this extensive project. Quick and easy. It was a little bit fiddly down here just now, and you really have to make absolutely sure that everything is nice and secure and properly fastened. You can still press it down a bit and make some adjustments. And yes, I think considering it was really broken and I just had to pull it out from the ivy in the back, it was so overgrown and never used. Now it's really become a little highlight, especially with the height here. We'll put it out in the garden in a moment, and of course we really hope we were able to inspire you a little. Maybe you also have some chicken wire fencing. You can bend it into shape a bit and simply incorporate it here. So you can really use anything you have. Old baskets for exory. For example, you can poke them through. You can also decorate with them here. Yes, of course, we are always happy for a thumbs up for every comment, and we wish you wonderful summer days. We'll see you again soon and of course we'll decorate for you in a summery style. Yours, Conny, and yours, Micha, your cameraman. Exactly. See you then, dear ones. Bye.